how do you prove that the work you've done actually works? What makes it effective from a commercial point of view, and how have you done that in the past?
I think I'm very lucky in this one, working in-house and our structure. So the creative team that I work in is part of a broader integrated marketing team, and we work all really closely together on campaigns to sell event tickets, essentially, for a lot of the time. So I think in the environment I'm in, there's a lot of people whose expertise and area is to kind of monitor all those metrics and all of those stats. So we're very lucky, as in we kind of get, I guess, constant feedback on how those things are doing, to know whether they're sort of commercially effective or not. I think from a I guess a brief perspective, like there's always that kind of like your creative expectation of it, and it's separating that out as to be like, what was the brief trying to do? Like, it was trying to raise awareness for XYZ or sell X amount of tickets or whatever else it is, and just keeping that in mind. And yeah, I think comparing those results, if it's a thing that you've done in the past, and what this latest version is a great thing to do, so you can kind of see any progress there as well. But I think it really depends on the shape of the brief. Like, brand stuff is notoriously hard to kind of track, and it's a long-term game, whereas like campaign stuff, there's just so many more instant metrics out there that you can generally find something that is a positive highlight.
Yeah, it makes me think about the, like we've both worked on a rather large telecommunications brand in the past, that then goes, oh well, that work helps improve a share price by 70%. And that stuff's, I mean, that's a bit of a leap, obviously, to go from things that have been designed to be able to go, oh, look, the share price increased. So I think, do you ever sit down with the team? Because obviously, I mean, given you're part of an in-house team, you're the creative part, there's the marketing part as well. Do you as creatives still look in and kind of interrogate the work to go, oh, actually, yeah, it did achieve that result? Or does that kind of sit at the marketing level and then it gets briefed into the next project to go, hey, here's what worked and didn't work from the last one?
There's things that we do, that briefs that come along where we will be doing something to try and optimize a campaign, ultimately to try and help it be more successful. And I think from a creative perspective, we need to know why, what's gone on, what's happened to date, what's the problem that we're trying to solve beyond selling tickets, like what are the insights, what's the data telling us, and what has kind of been tried to date. So yeah, I think trying to understand that is really important. Otherwise, I feel like you're just kind of throwing stuff at the wall, and you don't really. That's where it's like subjectivity world, and you're just kind of desperately trying. So I think, trying to understand that is a big part of it, and and decipher it. But I think going back to I guess that main question of the effectiveness of it, it's not that one, say, like social ad that we might make, like you say, is kind of one facet of it, and it's just kind of keeping that in mind, that there's so many different things that go towards making something a commercial success. So it might be that our comms team secure an amazing piece of coverage in press, for instance, and that might massively help. Like, that's completely different, but we all work, I guess, as a marketing and communications team really close, and it's not that it's just a success for creative, it's like it's for all of us, and we all contribute to that in lots of different ways. So yeah, just keeping that in mind.
Yeah, brilliant. Tammy, you have a PR hat as well, obviously.
I do.
I'd imagine that the effectiveness is almost immediate in some cases, but also quite a big part of how you evaluate work.
Yeah, absolutely. So my PR hat is Group Comms Director for Health and Aged at DEC Public Relations, and a lot of our measurement is quite tricky because that sort of earned media space is, you know, are you impacting then sales, or are you just raising awareness? And quality versus quantity of coverage, you know, we always spend a lot of time working with our clients, setting SMART goals and making sure that they are very clear on what PR can do versus then what the sales team can do, and those next marketing steps as well. And working with, like you said, Dan, like the entire team. So it is the creative, it is PR, it is creators a lot these days as well, and folding everything into campaigns.